This little red box right here is the best thing that I've ever done for my astrophotography, and here's why. This little red box right here is a Raspberry Pi, and what I did with it is I coded it so I can take photos using my camera and import them onto my PC upstairs using Wi-Fi. Now, originally I was going to have to get an ASI Air and a ZWO camera, but I don't have to do that anymore. This Raspberry Pi does everything that the ASI Air does, but for cheaper. The Raspberry Pi is $45, while the ASI Air is about $200. Now, later in the video, I'm going to go over what code and applications I use to take photos using that Raspberry Pi. But today's target that I'm going to be testing this Raspberry Pi on is the Tadpole Nebula. This nebula lies right next to the other nebula called the Flaming Star Nebula, which looks like a star on fire. It's a relatively bright DSO, deep space object. I should be able to capture it tonight. The moon shouldn't ruin my photos as it is going to come up at about 1 a.m. and this target sets at about 1 a.m. I'm going to get everything set up upstairs and get some sleep and wake up at around 12:50 to roll all of my stuff in. So my cable management isn't really nice, but this is my first time actually using a power source for my camera and a Raspberry Pi. So in the next few videos, I am going to be a lot better about my cable management. I made sure that nothing catches as I'm going to be pointing straight up. About right there, those stars. Yeah, so nothing catches. So far, I've done a full 360 with all of the cords on. Nothing came off, nothing ripped out. So we are pretty good on that. Okay, so I'm centered on the Tadpole Nebula right now. Capella, which is that star right there, and that star right there. Right in the middle is the Tadpole and Flaming Star Nebula. They're very easy to find, and I have everything set, taking test exposures, and then I'm gonna go upstairs, run the script, and let that run tonight. So I just got my first photo back. As you can see, everything's perfect. I don't know why Windows likes to auto adjust the image, but as you can see, we have perfect stars, absolutely no star stretching, meaning we got perfect alignment. And this is kind of a sneak peek on what I use. I created my own script, and this is the file directory, and this is the number of photos. So I just realized that I was pointing at the Spider Nebula instead of the Tadpole Nebula, and yeah, I got a few exposures on that, but nothing really to use. So I'm going to rerun my script under a different name so that it doesn't overwrite the files. Okay, so these 3 stars, this one, and this one, are the exact same as another one on the Tadpole Nebula. But I realized that these 2 star clusters right here are not next to the Tadpole Nebula. So I looked on my star app and I realized that I'm not even pointed at the right nebula. I'm pointed at a completely different nebula that's right above it, but now we should be good to go. So this is the Tadpole Nebula right here. This is the center of it. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. And if I close this, as you can see right here, these look the same, 1, 2, 3. So they kind of look the same, and that kind of messed me up, but we are good to go. All photos look great, and yeah, so I will see you guys in about 6 hours. Okay, so it is another beautiful night out. Tonight, I'm going to be taking a photo of the Witch Head Nebula. The Tadpole Nebula that I captured last night came out absolutely horrible. Couldn't really see any nebulosity, and it did not really come out great. So tonight is going to be the Witch Head Nebula. It is a fairly bright object. It is in the constellation Orion, and it should be a pretty easy target to take a photo of as there are many bright stars next to it. And when I really mean that the image turned out like poop, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely horrible, and I don't like it. So again, I'm going to be taking a photo of the Witch Head Nebula tonight because it's a lot brighter and it's easier to spot. All right, so I know this looks kind of silly, but I got this little camera right here. I got it up on here. This just lets me take some time lapses without using my phone, so that I can import all my images and videos with my phone and edit. Well, this takes a time lapse, and then after the night is finished, I can take that time lapse, pull it out, and then put it onto my editing software, and everything will be good to go. I just got finished taking some photos. Right here at this little spot where I'm standing right now is where I took my first Astro image, and this is the exact kind of night it was. Almost 2 years ago, I took an image such as this. Boy, does time fly. 2 years ago, I was at this exact spot taking photos of the night sky. Having no idea what any constellation was, I was just taking in the dark skies and having a great time. And then a year later, I started my AstroPhotography channel, and in almost a year, I went from 0 subscribers to 500, and I am so thankful for all of you guys that have supported me on this journey. The past 2 years have been relatively amazing. I mean, I got my own dedicated tracker, telescope, camera, Raspberry Pi. I got everything that a beginner needs, and I have dark skies, which is also a plus. So before I show you the image, I just want to let you know a few things. Live life to its fullest. Don't care about the future or the past, care about the present. Do as many things as you've always wanted to do, and don't care about what others think. Trust me, you'll love life once you get that in your head.